Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
The PGA Tour made its debut in Delaware on Thursday. Yes, Wilmington Country Club hosts to the PGA Tour for the very first time for this, the BMW Championship. It is the second leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. And Keegan Bradley has made a big move, as you can see, from a red number that wouldn't qualify for East Lake well inside that top 30 that will book their place to the Tour Championship, backing up a season that saw him with 6 top 10 finishes on the PGA Tour. He went around this golf course 7 under par in 64 strokes today. Let's hear from Keegan Bradley.
Well, I think anytime you play a course where hitting a lot of drivers is going to be good for me. I feel like that's one of the things I do best. And I think on this course in particular, if you hit the ball in the fairway, there's a lot of opportunities. So if you miss the fairway, you're kind of scrambling a lot of the holes. So I did that today. I hit a lot of fairways, and the ones that I missed, I was able to manage.
Did you look at what you had to do coming into this week, or do you just think about the golf tournament, or how do you approach it?
I never look to see what I have to do, because whether I play in this tournament or Sony or any tournament, I always want to do the best I can, whether it's 35th instead of 36th or first, you know, whatever it is. So I never feel like that helps me. I feel like it hurts me, actually. And but this is a good start, obviously.
Well, Justin Thomas was the only one of the 68 players in the field with some prior experience at Wilmington Country Club, having competed here as an amateur in the 2013 edition of the Palmer Cup. And he made use of that knowledge today, got off to a good start. 5 under par sees him tied third after his opening round of 66. So let's hear from JT.
I played really solid. I felt like I managed my game really well. It wasn't, I didn't have total control of my ball. I mean, I didn't drive it as well as I would have liked or wedge it as close as I would have liked, but I putted the ball the best I have in a very, very, very long time. I mean, even every putt I missed, I hit it exactly where I wanted to, and it looked like it had a chance to go in. It just, it was nice for it to feel comfortable and hit the speed that I wanted on my putts and see some of those fall.
Other questions?
Oh. What's it like when you go to a new playoff venue that you haven't seen in the playoffs before? Is there any kind of an adjustment period even for a guy like yourself?
No, I mean, I'd seen the golf course before from the Palmer Cup. I don't remember a lot about it, but at least I'd seen it. So I would say that can't hurt, you know, versus other guys. But I mean, it's just golf, you know. You see the fairways, you know where you got to hit it, and you got to execute the shot to hit it in the fairway. And then if you do that, you're able to either attack, and if not, then you have to play a little bit of defense and try to make a par. So.
Well, Rory McIlroy slipped from 6th to 9th in the FedEx Cup standings with a miscut last week at the FedEx St. Jude Championship. He made a better start today, though, other than that triple bogey 6 at the par 350th hole. It was otherwise a stellar round of golf. So let's hear from Rory McIlroy, who has been here since Saturday.
Yeah, much better than last week. Sort of feel like I shook off the rust a little bit. Started really well. You know, made some good swings. Yeah, just that one tee shot on 15. I felt like I had probably half a club too much, so I was trying to hit like a cut in there over the water, and I just double crossed it, and then compounded that by the 3 putt. So. But overall, I mean, the rest of it was pretty good. I mean, I knew once I got here last weekend, I knew it was a golf course that was going to suit me better than last week. It sort of would have been nice to flip them, like have my first event back after 3 weeks be this course, and then Memphis next week. You just have to be so sharp around, like East Lake as well next week. So, but it was much better. Pleased with my game, disappointed with how I finished, but encouraged with the rest of it.
If you take away the tee shot on 15, what were you most proud of?
Sort of how I played, how I scrambled. I hit a lot of quality golf shots, but the times that I didn't hit good golf shots, being able to get the ball up and down, putting a little bit better. I scored better. I was just more efficient with my game, where last week, like, I played okay, but I finished okay on Thursday, but I definitely turned like 5 or 6 under into a 1 under on Friday, and that was just sort of rust and not being as sharp as I wanted to be, and just a little sharper today, and hopefully that continues not just this week, but obviously into next week as well.
Coming here straight from Memphis, is that just, okay, you know what, let's reset, let's get back to work, or is there a little bit of frustration from last week that has been able to feed you over some intense practice over the last 4 days?
Yeah, I practiced really hard the week before Memphis just to get back into it after taking 2 full weeks off after the Open, but there's a difference between practicing at home and camping out on the range and actually playing golf. So I just needed, even just a couple of competitive rounds last week in Memphis just to see where my game was, and then coming here early, working on some stuff, getting out on the golf course really. I mean, I've been on the golf course every day since Saturday here, so like playing little games with Harry, him trying to set me scores to shoot, like trying to get myself into that sort of competitive mindset again.
Rory, how is this course for being a brand new playoff venue?
It's really good. Again, as I just said to Kira there, I think my game suits a golf course like this. I can hit driver a lot. I can, take some of the trouble out of play if I drive it well. And it seems like even though today I could have been a few shots better. Obviously, I'm still really happy with how I played. I feel like if I play like that the next 3 days, I should have a good chance. Yeah.
His power was on full display at Wilmington Country Club on Thursday. Take a look at this. He actually had 12 total drives over 300 yards, and 3 of them on holes 11, 16, and 4 were the longest in the field. Many people call this a big hitters ballpark, and Rory McIlroy made good work of that today. 4 times, actually, a player has won the BMW Championship en route to capturing the FedEx Cup. Never, of course, here, because this is our first year at Wilmington, but Patrick Cantlay did so last year, Billy Horschel in 2014, and Tiger Woods twice in 2007 and 2009. Let's hear what the players think about this golf course.
Yeah, the course is beautiful. I mean, the conditions of this golf course are great. To be honest, I wasn't really sure what to expect scoring-wise. I mean, it seems like Keegan played really well, and there's some scores that are over par. So it's weird, you got to drive it really well, and you got a lot of wedges. But if you get a little wind switch out here, I think the course can play a lot longer than probably today. We had a fairly favorable wind, so we'll see what the rest of the week has to offer.
I think it has the chance to be difficult. If it gets firm and fast this weekend, it could play a very championship-like golf course. But if the fairways continue to get firm and you drive the ball well, you can have some short clubs and make some birdies. So I think you're going to be a lot of volatility in the scores every day. You're going to see some 4, 5, 6 unders, and you're probably going to see some 3, 4, 5 overs.
Yeah, it's just sort of a plotting style golf course. If you're not in the fairway off the tee, you're playing defense and carry on from there.
Stand by. So here's what you can watch on Friday on Golf Channel. It all begins early with coverage from the DP World Tour, 7 a.m. Eastern, second round of the Czech Masters. Live coverage of the quarterfinals of the U.S. Amateur. The 122nd edition begins on Peacock at 11 a.m. Eastern, moves to Golf Channel at noon Eastern time. We'll be with you with our pre-game coverage live from Wilmington Country Club at 2 p.m. Eastern to lead you into third round action in Delaware. So I hope you have a good night, everybody. We'll see you on Friday.